As a real estate agent, I'm going to guess that you've probably had issues before where it feels like somebody's taking advantage of your time or not respecting your time. It could be a team member, definitely with clients, you know. A lot of times the public thinks us real estate agents have all the time in the world, you know, and we can talk to them around the clock at 11 o'clock at night, or we can talk about a home inspection repair for 45 minutes in the middle of our day. So we want to offer good service and we want our clients to be satisfied. And how do we wedge that gap? And the answer is it's in setting our expectations. So we've got to set the expectation and let our clients and let our team members know how to do business with us. And the reason is there's ultimately, when we do things in a professional way and do it in a way that respects our schedule and the goals that we have in mind, everybody wins, because it is a real benefit for our clients and it is a real benefit for our team members. So first, I'll address setting expectations with clients. For one, say with a new seller or a new buyer, one way that our team handles those things and that we coach our clients to do as well is at the end of the listing presentation or the end of the buyer presentation, that's when we have a quick conversation and say, hey, this is the best way to communicate with me so that you get the best service. For one, I'm letting them know up front, you know, I have committed to you, Mr. Seller, that I'm going to be lead generating Monday through Friday until lunchtime, looking for buyers for your home. I'm going to be on the phone during that time, and my whole sales team as well. So during that time, we're not returning emails, text messages, phone calls. We're focused and working for you. And once your property's under contract, I could reiterate if I need to. Remember, whenever I told you when we met, the way that I work in the morning, well, I keep that same commitment to my other sellers that still need their houses sold. And I've got to keep my promise to them. You do want a real estate agent that's going to be honest and do what they said and keep their word, correct? So that's just one of the things with clients. I let them know, and you may have your own ways that you communicate. I let clients know that I have to operate a lot on voicemail, or what my response time would be with email, that I'm not responding to email automatically, that I just check email a couple times a day because for their benefit, because I'm working to get their house sold. I've sold real estate for a lot of years, for 16 years myself, and I don't work Sundays. And agents wonder all the time, how do you do that? I do it by setting the expectation. Whenever I meet with a new client, I let them know I'm available every day of the week except for Sundays. So if you need me on Sundays, feel free to call or email me. But if the house isn't burning down, I'm going to return your call the next business day. I spend that day with my family. And people seem to be fine with it because it's all about the expectation. So likewise, one other area with clients I want to address is sometimes we get those talkers that want to rattle on and on and on. And as a real estate agent, sometimes we feel that we have to let them go endlessly. One of the ways to combat that is right up front, whenever you call them and you know they're a talker, is to go, hey, have you got 2 minutes right now? I promise I won't take up more than 2 minutes of your time. They'll say yes. And then when you get close to that 2 minutes, you let them know, hey, I promised I wouldn't take more than 2 minutes of your time. I'm going to let you go. Or you say, I've got an appointment because you've got something else you need to be doing. But let the expectation be known right up front when you start the conversation. Lastly, setting expectations with team members. It's important we do this as well too. You know, a lot of studies show that on average, salespeople get interrupted about every 3 minutes. And it's focus that accomplishes big things in our life. And I'm assuming because you're listening to this, that you've got big goals and that you're an intelligent person that wants to do some great things with your life. So, that in mind, you've got to have some clear boundaries. And whenever you operate with clear boundaries in your life, it gives permission to everybody around you, your team members that are agents, administrative people, marketing people, whoever it is, it gives permission to them to operate with boundaries in their life as well. So just talk those things out with your team members and let them know why it's a benefit for them to respect your lead generation time and how you're going to respect theirs. Talk about the ways that give administrative personnel permission to have boundaries in their life as well. And then have those conversations and let the team members, let the agents know that the administrator has permission to have boundaries in their life. So, for instance, one of the things that we do, and we don't do it perfectly to be honest with you, but we like to have at least 3 things before we go interrupt an administrative person with what we want to talk about. Or if it's, if we're going to leave for the day, we might address what we have on the list, even if it's just 1 or 2 things then. But the point is, every time we get an idea that comes in like, oh, I need her to do this, don't just run in and interrupt your administrator, every 5 or 10 minutes yourself. So, anyway, wishing you the best of success. God bless you.